Hi all, welcome to my first Water Warships video. Today I'm going to be talking about the sorry state of the USS Lexington, the United States Navy Tier 8 carrier, also known as the Blue Ghost or the Lady Lex. Please be aware this video is aimed at the Southeast Asian server meta. In some other metas this CV may be doing better, but for now I'll focus on the Asian server that I play on. So to get things started, I will try and be as unbiased as possible on this video, but I do feel strongly about this topic, enjoying playing the Lexington. Lexington is the first tech tree carrier to be able to deploy armor-piercing bombs, which is situational because you suffer the same problem as armor-piercing shells, over-penetration, whereas your 10,000 alpha damage 1,000 pound HE bombs don't. Where the AP bombs really become nasty is when they can penetrate the deck armor and explode inside the critical areas known as the Citadel. It only takes 2 squadrons to devastate a ship with a good drop, if not destroy her outright. German ships with the turtleback armor layouts, which is quite effective at stopping citadels trying to pen through its thick horizontal armor, but its deck armor is a lot weaker and therefore more vulnerable to armor-piercing bombs and plunging fire. Besides armor-piercing bombs, Lexington does have a few perks up her sleeve. Her AA defences are plain brutal to enemy aircraft and can be boosted even further with the defensive fire consumable found on cruisers. However, the standard consumable only gives 1 charge but lasts a whopping 120 seconds, giving you enough time to pull back your fighter squadron to protect your carrier. Lexington's hull, being based on a battle cruiser, has good armor for a carrier, being 176mm at its thickest. However, this is a double-edged sword. While it will shatter small HE from destroyers to cruisers, battleship grade armor piercing tends to go straight in and get penetration hits or citadels rather than overpenning. Now, Lexington's drawbacks. She has 1 fighter squadron, which with captain skills she can have up to 7 aircraft in the air at the same time. 7 fighters in the air at the same time. This is great until you realise her adversaries can have between 5 and 15 fighters in the air at the same time, depending on your opponents. Shikaku tend to go for 2 fighters, as it allows them to be able to contest your fighters while still being able to cross-drop. 3-1-2, while it can shut you down, they sacrifice strike power, and 1-1-2-2 is generally only run as stock. Enterprise, being a premium, only has the 2-2-2 flight deck, giving her a good balance and having faster deck turnaround time for her aircraft. She also has the largest reserves at 92 aircraft. However, much like Kaga, she gets down-tiered aircraft, carrying Tier 7 plane but having access to Slot 6, enabling her to equip the strike aircraft with Air Group Mod 3, and using the dogfighting expert, she can hold her own against even a good Lexington player. Graf Zeppelin, after a buff, can run a 203 loadout, bringing 10 BF-109s and 15 navalised Stuka dive bombers with AP. While the 109s are weak in direct combat, they are faster than all other fighters at Tier 8. The German AP bombs also have a shorter fuse time as well, leading to less overpens. Now on to why Lexington is in a bad spot. She's suffering from being tactically inflexible. 1 fighter squad is just not enough for this tier. But the American way of balancing 1 with the less squadrons but more aircraft per squadron just doesn't work at this tier. Her single torpedo bomber squadron can be focused down more effectively than, say, with a Shikaku, who gets 2 strike squadrons of each type, leading to her having the lowest win rate of all Tier 8 carriers at 45%, the lowest average damage at 51,000, and the lowest in most statistics except plane kills, where she comes second behind Enterprise. Some ways to improve the matchup with Lexington and Tier 8 could be: give the option of a 202 loadout, allowing for more flexibility, while giving up flooding if using AP bombs, then you have no way to deal damage over time and you are reliant on alpha strikes for damage. Another option is buff the Lexington's hangar to around 80 to 85 aircraft, allowing her to carefully outlast all bar Enterprise, whose one of her traits is the largest hangar reserve at Tier 8. This would require her to play smart though. Add an extra plane to Lexington's squadron, having 7 stock fighters, 8 with captain skills. Another fourth option could be to give Lexington Tier 9 strike aircraft to enable them to have more HP. There are other ways to buff Lexington, but would require a whole overhaul of the CV balance system. Thank you for your time, and if you enjoyed and want some more videos, let me know in the comments below. I'm just getting started in YouTube. And just some shout outs. No Zoop for you for his video about the community contributors. Members of my own clan who gave me this idea with HMAS, and the great guys at iChase's Discord channel.